Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new SBC Freeze Lala to review today. So we're taking a look at a card that is 5'10" with high medium work rates, right-footed with 3-star skills and a 3-star weak foot. Now, in my opinion, from what I see so far, I think EA should have given him a base stat of 72 or 73 defense, because I think if they were to do that for a card like this, he would have actually been really fun to use in a lot of different positions. But it is what it is. We're going to be taking a look at some things in game. In regards to player traits, he has the long throw-in traits, the flare trait. In regards to in-game attributes, he's got 90 acceleration with 90 sprint speed. You may want to improve that a little bit, potentially. We'll see. He's got 91 attacking positioning with 82 finishing and 94 for shot power. So very good that his shot power is as high as it can possibly be, because with the finisher chemistry style, we will be boosting the finishing by a plus 15 as well as the attacking positioning. And we're also going to be boosting his dribbling to be as responsive as possible. Considering the fact that he is a 5'10" player, that is one of the main things that we're going to have to test out with the card in game, right? So passing on the card for base card stats is pretty good. You don't necessarily need to improve that at all, which is nice. Defensive stats on the card, not necessarily existent, but not non-existent either. So it's like one of those very strange situations where you could potentially boost his defense. Like if you were to give him, let's just say, for instance, you gave him like a Sentinel chemistry style, right? A Sentinel is... I am completely blind. Sentinel would be this one right here, right? So you could boost the defense a little bit, but for me, I don't think it's significant enough, to be honest. But you do give him that extra little bit of physical as well. In my opinion, I feel like this card could be a very fun center mid to use because of the 90 stamina that he has. And also as a right attacking mid or right mid card. Like I said, I do think it's a concept card, because if they actually gave him some defensive stats on this card, he would have actually been really cool to use. But we're going to see what his price range is like after the review. But for now, I kind of want to try him out in the cam position, because I want to see what he's like dribbling-wise, receiving the ball a lot, all that fun stuff, right? So we're going to go ahead and rotate some things here. Kind of regret not getting that Marquinhos card, by the way, because he's actually really freaking cool. But it is what it is. We're going to be using, I would say... I think we're going to use the 3-5-2 with this League One team. Yeah, I think 3-5-2 should be perfectly fine, because we have some players that we can actually rotate into certain positions. So we can use Atal as one of the CDMs, which is actually perfect, because then we could do this with Kenny Lala over here, Depay and Mbappe up top, and we're going to rotate Gelson Martins off to that right side. So we're going to play Kenny Lala on just the stay forward instruction. We could rotate, or we could change that instruction in-game to a comeback and defense. Really just depends on the situation in-game. But I just want to see what his attacking presence is like with stay forward and very generic attacking tactics. We're going to put that on 4 with this on 5, and then this on 4 and 4. And we should be good to go. So ultra attacking. Yeah, there's not really like a crazy amount of positions I see this card being used, but we'll see what's up. Comes close in that position, which is actually nice for the cam spot. Yeah, he actually aggressively pushes forward. So if I rotate with Memphis Depay pushing back, Kenny Lala will occupy his position quickly, which is cool. I'll be honest with you guys, I do see this card mostly being used in the right mid position, probably, but we'll see. First time strike. Oh, man, I just wanted to try that with his left foot right there with the finisher chemistry style. A situation like that, because of its 3-star weak foot, it's going to be less consistent, obviously, but I wanted to test that out right there. Good pass with Lala. Ball roll? Oh, I actually made it work there. Nice. I'm taking him out of the cam position. Yeah, I'm going to take him out of the cam position. I really feel like the way that this card performs in game, it's going to be a card you use in the right mid position. Right mid, not necessarily right wing, because right wing it's nice to cut inside and get him behind, which he could be okay at, but I definitely feel like this card in the right mid position could be pretty fun to use, regardless of the fact that he is a 3-star player. So yeah, let's try that out. There we go. Let's go, Kenny. Touch, fake shot on the inside. Touch again. Ball roll. Oh, his dribbling, guys, it's not that responsive because of his base card stats not being crazy up there in the 90s. And even with the finisher chemistry style, you'll definitely help it for sure, but he still won't be that responsive of a player, obviously. With your weak foot? Okay, good block right there. It takes a decent strike. Fake shot, touch. Fake shot again, across goal. Nice finish. We made that work at least. Yeah, guys, for me personally, if you guys were to unlock this card on your team, I really wish they gave him defensive stats, to be honest with you guys, right? But I really do feel like he's going to be mostly a right mid, 4-4-2, 3-4-1-2 type of player in most people's teams, right? It's such a shame about the defensive stats, because if they actually gave him defensive stats, you can actually use him in the center mid position and he would be fun there as well, which will still try out. It's like some players don't have defensive stats, but they play those roles really nicely. You can see over here on basic instructions, he actually occupies people's positions when they push out of their general areas, right? So he did that in the cam spot. He does that in the right mid position, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to force this run here with Kenny. Make him think I may not pass that ball. Let's see if someone makes a run at the top, actually. Ball roll. Work that space here in the middle. Make that pass. He's free at the bottom. Nobody's occupying him. So we'll make this pass right here. Ooh, we get the interception. That sucks. Lala's actually playing through the middle right now, which is interesting. We're going to force this run here with Kenny. Make that pass. Time it perfectly if we can. Ah, a little bit rough right there. You guys know when like the gameplay is not necessarily up to par, but you can still kind of tell what the dribbling is like with certain players. It's kind of like one of those situations, right? It's not terrible by any means, but it's not like a responsive one either, right? We'll wait for this little run with Memphis Depay, make him think we're going to make that pass. Ooh, we worked that space really nicely there with the Mollett card. Mollett actually plays really nice in the cam position. Definitely a gameplay objective card that was worth getting for sure. Ball roll touch. Fake him out a little bit. There we go. There we go. Touch again. Get for that drag back angle. From that angle, not a bad strike. Pretty decent. Okay, guys, the next position that we're going to be trying out Lala in is going to be the center mid position, the 4-3-3. Now, like I said, it is unfortunate that they didn't give him the defensive stats, because if they did, it would have been a pretty sick card. But let's see what we can work with over here. So I'll put Lala over here on the right side. The rest of the team is set up really nicely. Sanchez playing through there. Mollett. And we'll switch Mbappe off to that left side with Depay through the middle. Mollett on the left. Yeah. We'll try Lala like this. So this is the fast build-up instruction. I like to use this one to see what their attacking AI is like, right? But he seems like a pretty generic card. It's just like a position change with him for sure. I mean, just from that area right there, you can see that he's actually pretty aggressive on the attack. He definitely likes to utilize empty space quickly, which is incredibly noticeable, especially with the fast build-up instruction. He was doing that from the basic, right? So that's his base characteristic. So when he plays with that fast build-up, you'll definitely notice it more. We'll try to strike across goal there. Not bad. He actually has a shooting animation too, which is cool. Around that vicinity, you know. Oh, good dribbling to open up the space. We'll definitely take that. Because we have the cover wing instruction for the center mids, Kenny Lala often likes to push to the actual side position, but in situations like this, if I run with Gelson, you could see that he starts to be more aggressive, right? Starts to utilize empty space really quickly, but he pushes to that side position. Shot across goal. Nice. At least he finishes that one too. Just a little bit of dribbling to open up the space. We score the opportunity. Might get the rage quit then. We do. Nice. Alright guys, so final verdict on the new SBC Kenny Lala card. So with this card, guys, finisher chemistry style definitely makes the most sense. If you want to use him in your team, I highly recommend using him in his actual original position, which is the right mid spot. You can use him for fun in the right center mid position, but it is a shame that EA didn't actually give him defensive stats, because if they gave him defensive stats, he would have been a really sick card to use in that right center mid position. He's still fun to use there regardless because of his high medium work rates and attacking position. positioning, he's actually aggressive when it comes to getting into the 18-yard box and potentially scoring some opportunities, right? So it is very noticeable. He was doing that when I put him in the cam position, and he was also doing that when I put him in the right mid position. Like, he is aggressive on the attack when given the opportunity to, and it was very noticeable when I put him in that right center mid role, playing that fast build-up play style, right? His dribbling is affected in game because of his base card stats, as well as his 5'10" height and average body type. So that is something that you are going to notice in game. He's not going to feel the most responsive. I do think that the finisher chemistry style still makes the most sense to give this card because of the fact that you want to boost the finishing up as much as possible by a +15. As well as give him that +5 shot power. In regards to where I would tier this card, I would basically put him as a concept player, sentimental value FC. Not necessarily a card I would personally do myself. I would for the fun aspect, but not in regards to how he performs in game. He's just a fun card to use in that right mid position or that right center mid position because of that aggressive attacking work rate that he actually has, right? So other than that, not necessarily a card I would do, but I would do for the fun aspect. It's one of those things, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.